Alright folks, the intake's on. Oops. And the hood will clear it. Did check, make sure it doesn't poke a hole in the center of the hood there. Closed it down nice and tight and it cleared there, but I haven't tried it with the breather on it. But I figure if the stud will clear, the breather comes down a little bit more, so hopefully we'll clear there. Everything's just about connected. Got to put a thermostat housing on it, drop distributor back in, hook the wire, plug wires back up. Yeah, well, I had the intake off. I figured I had a better set of heads, so I took them heads off I had on there and went through another set I had and put them on. We'll see how it goes. I did a little bit of porting on the intake side of it, matched it up a little bit. The ones that were on it were they were 202. They were 624s, which are crack-prone heads. They performed good. I figured, well, since I was taking it off, I don't know if y'all can see this. Probably can't. You can see where they put the little bit of casting here on the sides of the intake ports, on the top insides of the intake port for the valve cover stud or screw to go down into it, bolt. But I mean, if you look at it, that really restricts a lot. So it pays just to go in and do a little bit of porting, match up your ports. And I didn't do that with this one when I put them on there, so I figured, well, I'll either take these off and do them, but after looking up the casting and found out how crack prone they were, I figured I'd change them. They were low mileage heads, so I used them. I just did a quick job on them and put them on there. Like I said, they seem to perform good, but I don't want to have to mess with crack prone heads. This one's already been heated up from the water pump failure. I didn't want to take a chance. So, I mean, they ran good, and I didn't have no water, any oil, or anything like that, or any compression loss, or no blown head gasket or anything when I took it apart. But I had a set of, what were they, 882s, which are, they're not a real good set, but they had good tight guides in them, and I just went ahead and cut the valves, cut the seats, and put them back together and did a little bit of porting on the intakes, which should make it run a little better. But they were just 194 intake valves on these, so I don't know. Sometimes you put a 202 valve in a head, and the combustion chamber will shroud the valve some, and you won't get good flow with it. So sometimes with a smaller valve you get more flow and better power out of it. But we'll see. I know exactly how much power this thing felt, so we'll see if it improved it any. I'll come back when I get it fired off. I never did do a run test with the exhaust on it. Exhaust looks good in the rear. I don't have the pipes hooked up to the headers right now. I removed the headers completely off of it. I got a mess to clean up in here. My shop is a mess. But that's where we're at on this one. Almost done. I'll do a crank up video on it. See how it sounds. Make sure I got everything together right. Alright folks, that's what we're doing. We're still waiting on parts for TJ's. Put that motor together. I think we're waiting on a few dollars for the parts for TJ's and Eric's. We still don't have the plate. Still don't have the plate for the dash speedometer backing plate. We're waiting for it. Haven't got back to me on it and find out what we need, or if it's going to be available Like I said, these parts places, they'll sell them to you and charge you a credit card, and they won't even tell you that they don't have it in stock. And they won't let you know neither. And then when you call them, they'll say, well, they're on back order, but we're working on it. A little Toyota camper. I think I'm probably going to end up putting her up for sale. I don't really want to do it, but I got some other projects coming up, and I haven't had time for camping. I can't stand to let it sit there and waste. It runs too good, drives too good. But it won't be a cheap vehicle. I've got a lot of time, a lot of work in it, and they're kind of rare. They're hard to find, so somebody's going to pay if they want it. All right, thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good day.